At Miami Seaquarium, we train all of our animals to participate in their own medical care. What this means is we train them husbandry behaviors. Husbandry behaviors are behaviors that allow us to examine each part of their anatomy. Also, to be able to take different samples, which allows the trainers and the veterinary staff to make sure our animals are always happy and healthy.
Well, the really neat thing for me as a doctor, as a veterinarian here, is that the animals don't come to an office that I might have. I actually get to live here at Miami Seaquarium with them. So I'm here with them all the time. I get to do their physical exams. I really get to monitor them on a day in, day out basis and work together really closely with the training department. Looks great, nice big heart. Here in the veterinary lab, one of the things is that we always take samples. They're always bringing us samples constantly. And I refer to it looking at our animals both inside and out. We look at their cells, we look at their chemistries, and that way we know what's going on because many of them are a predator-prey species, so they can hide disease very well.
We're going to take a respiratory sample. She's going to exhale her breath right into this cup, and the veterinarian can look at it and make sure everything's normal.
Through the years and decades of taking what we refer to as their baseline normal sampling, it lets us know what a good normal baseline is and also what the disease process is. That way in the wild, when an animal is sick, we can respond to it more readily, we can respond to it quicker, and we can give it either the appropriate medicine or rescue it if it needs to be rescued.
We'll take these blood samples and we'll split them into different tubes so she can send them out to lab for analysis. It's just like when you go to the doctor. It's a very slight prick of the skin. It doesn't really hurt them at all. That's why we train our husbandry behaviors to be very reinforcing for our animals. Every day we prepare a diet for each of our animals. So each animal depends on how much they weigh, how old they are. They have a specific diet allotted for them, and that is to ensure we know how much they're eating.
So when our aquatic animals get sick, everybody wants to know, how do we treat them? Well, one of the easiest things that we have is that every fish is placed into their mouths. Therefore, we can actually put the medicine directly in the fish. We know that they're getting their medicine, which sometimes is difficult even with children. But with these animals, we know they're getting their medicine, we know how much they're getting, exactly when they're getting it, and we can really manage them well that way.
So this is basically just unflavored gelatin, so it's a way we can hydrate our animals. So instead of giving them fresh water through their fish, we can supplement them in many ways and give them things like unflavored jello or even freshwater hoses.
With veterinary medicine here at Miami Seaquarium, one of the things that they refer to with the doctors here is that we're jack of all trades. If we have to be a dentist to the dolphin, then we learn how to be a dentist to the dolphin. But our favorite thing is to be the neonatal pediatrician. We absolutely love it when we can go and we can ultrasound and we can see these babies in mama's belly to them being born and to them growing. So definitely the neonatal pediatrician is the best aspect of being a veterinarian here at Miami Seaquarium. Overall, our medical management, all the way from the food that they eat, to monitoring their weight, to all the samples we take, all of this put together, we really think it's what has allowed us to see these animals flourish for decades and decades. It's the circle of life. That's our favorite thing here, is to just see all this reproduction and see all these babies and have next generations and the following generations.